As Pigella, I feel so grateful for the trust that Ladybug has placed in me. It's a feeling I've never experienced before, to be valued for who I am rather than judged by my small size or perceived weakness. It's a feeling of being accepted. It's truly heartwarming. I take my role as Pigella seriously, using my powers to lift up those around me and bring joy to their lives. Seeing the smiles on people's faces, fills me with a sense of fulfillment. But lately, I've been feeling a sense of unease, like there's something stirring within me that I can't quite understand. This darkness worries me. Despite this, I remain determined to continue using my powers for good. I will not let this darkness consume me. In the 4th season of Miraculous Ladybug, a new member of the superhero team named Pigella joins. By chance, Rose finds herself alongside Ladybug and Cat Noir and surprises them with her infectious positive attitude in the face of difficulty and uncertainty. Her unwavering belief in the good inspires Ladybug and convinces her that Rose is the ideal guardian for the Pigs Miraculous. However, it remains unclear whether Ladybug is fully aware of all the hidden powers of this jewelry. Upon rewatching the episode, I noticed some details that could reveal a darker side to Pigella. This newfound aspect of the seemingly kind superhero is so concerning that it could potentially spawn a new, terrifying supervillain. Pigella possesses the ability to bring joy to oppressed individuals by offering them gifts. She reminds them of happy moments from their past and shows them the fulfillment of their dreams. By sharing cherished memories and aspirations, Pigella helps individuals who are plagued by sadness. Through her actions, she enables characters to recognize that while there are negative aspects to the world, there is also much good to be found. Her gifts of joy restore their inner fortitude and bring about healing. The emergence of a superhero is always preceded by a transformation, and in the case of Pigella, it was a vibrant and dynamic one. She moved actively, danced, jumped, and shook her head vigorously, exuding an air of positivity. However, this bright and upbeat transformation was abruptly interrupted by a jarring shift to negative frames filled with darkness and decay. Dark green neon hues momentarily dominated the screen, leaving the audience unable to fully comprehend what had just transpired. At first, we may have assumed that it was merely a brief glitch in the magical transformation, but in reality, it was a sinister frame featuring inverted colors and a gloomy atmosphere, unlike anything seen. You are on the Mindful Madama channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Why include such somber and dark shots in a seemingly cheerful superhero transformation? Furthermore, this deliberate use of inversion happens multiple times, which makes it hard to believe it's just a coincidence. It's possible that there is a deeper meaning behind the use of this miraculous talisman. Actually, the ability to give joy implies that one must provide happiness to those who are experiencing sadness and despair. It appears to me that this duality, which links good and evil, is what the shots in the inverse darkness represent. The chain of reasoning can lead us to suspect that good and evil are essentially two sides of the same coin, reflecting the same essence. The power of a wonderful pig can be not only a force for all-consuming good, but also, conversely, a potential source of all-consuming evil. Pigella simultaneously possesses the ability to bestow negative and evil gifts. These gifts comprise of negative emotions, sorrowful memories, and recollections of the most agonizing experiences in one's life. Pigella's power can trigger individuals to remember their deepest fears and anxieties. A person who receives a gift from a negative individual like Pigella will not experience positive emotions or support. Instead, they may be overwhelmed by a negative hurricane of sad or evil memories. Why include a strange, almost imperceptible effect in a superhero transformation? And why is it repeated several times? A frame change happens with a clap. It seems that Pigella has the ability to manipulate the atmosphere and direction of her gift through her actions, choices, and attitude. Pigella can bring either a bright joy or a dark and negative night of turmoil, depending on her choice. She can either be kind and supportive or provoke negative feelings. Rose became Pigella and chose the path of good, but for how long? In fact, Pigella's strength as a superhero is very similar to that of Moth, who has been a villain since the beginning of the series. However, it's worth noting that magical jewelry itself is neither inherently good nor evil. It's only the actions of the person who wields it that determine its morality. Unfortunately, Hawkmoth has always chosen to use the miraculous talisman for evil purposes. What if the miraculous jewelry worn by Hawkmoth had the ability to capture positive emotions instead of negative ones? Hawkmoth could potentially harness the power of positive emotions to grant superpowers to happy and enthusiastic individuals. He could become an amplifier for positivity, but unfortunately, he chose a negative path. Pigella is very similar to Hawkmoth, but she fights on the side of good. However, she is only one clap away from crossing over to the side of evil. If Pigella's inner determination were to turn towards darkness, her powers could become a dangerous weapon. She could awaken negativity, sadness, and despair in people, causing them to lose faith in life, in people, and in themselves. When people feel dejected, they may refuse to become heroes and neglect to save themselves or others. If they become absorbed by the negative emotions emanating from Pigella's gift, they could become perfect prey for Hawkmoth's wicked plans. Pigella would be an ideal accomplice for Hawkmoth, as she has the ability to engulf any character in the most intense and negative emotions, while Hawkmoth could use his powers to amplify these emotions in individuals. Together, they would make a formidable alliance. On the other hand, Pigella, as a source of joy and positivity, could also become Hawkmoth's strongest opponent. By reminding an akumatized individual of all the good things in their life, Pigella could cure them of their negativity and awaken them from their sadness. This would empower them to resist Hawkmoth's influence and overcome their akumatization, becoming spiritually stronger as a result. With Pigella's help, a person can replace negative emotions with positive ones, pushing out the butterfly sent by Hawkmoth. This is the perfect way to neutralize Hawkmoth. Pigella can easily heal all akumatized individuals. Perhaps this is why Pigella is rarely depicted in the series, which could be due to the fact that her power would make it too easy to defeat the main villain. Rose is the perfect match for the superhero Pigella. Rose's compassionate nature and willingness to help others would complement Pigella's ability to heal and neutralize evil. Many characters share similarities with their miraculous mascots, as I discussed on my Mindful Madama channel. Check it out. Rose embodies the duality of good and evil in Pigella's transformation. Rose is a person whose emotions can rapidly fluctuate between laughter and tears. She has a sharp personality, but is also kind and brave. I analyzed Rose and her illness in a separate video. Pigella is an inspiring character, but she has the potential to become a very powerful villain if betrayed. The new owl Pigella, created by the Hawkmoth, was not malevolent. Its personal motives were based on doing good. Mr. Owl never intended to cause harm to anyone. In the episode The Dark Owl, he did not pose a real threat to anyone as he only used holograms. Moreover, the fact that the owl continued to bestow good gifts after gaining Pigella's power indicates his inherent goodness. Welcome to Mindful Madama. Don't forget to like and comment on my videos.